queen was painting, a frog crept out of the water and said to her, "Before a year has gone by, you shall have a daughter." Then the queen had a little girl who was so pretty. The king ordered a great feast. He invited not only his kindred, friends, and acquaintances, but also the wise women. There were 13 of them in his kingdom, but as he had only 12 golden plates for them to eat out of, one of them had to be left at home. The feast was held with all manner of splendor, and when it came to an end, the wise women bestowed their magic gifts upon the baby. When 11 of them had made their promise, suddenly the 13th came in. She cried with a loud voice. The king's daughter, so in her 15th year, rigged herself with a spindle and fell down dead. And without saying a word more, she turned round and left the room.
Hello everyone, I'm Nguyên from Group 4 and we continue the story. They were all shocked, but the 12, whose good wish still remained unspoken, came forward and said, "It shall not be death, but a deep sleep of 100 years, into which the princess shall fall." After that, the king gave orders that every spindle in the whole kingdom should be burnt. Meanwhile, the princess grew up, and she was so beautiful and good-natured that everyone who saw her was bound to love her. When she was 15 years old, the king and queen were not at home, and the maiden was left in the palace quite alone. So she went around into all sorts of places, and at last came to an old tower. She climbed up to the narrow winding staircase and reached a little door. There in the little room sat an old woman with a spindle, busily spinning her flax. "Good day, old mother," the princess said. "What are you doing there?" "I'm spinning," said the old woman, and continuing her work. The princess liked it. She took the spindle and wanted to spin too, but scarcely had she touched the spindle when the magic decree was fulfilled, and she pricked her finger with it.
Hello, I'm Jane from Group 4, and now I will continue the story. And in the very moment when she felt the brick, she fell down upon the bed that stood there and lay in a deep sleep. And this sleep extended over the whole palace. The king and queen, who had just come home and had entered the great hall, began to go to sleep, and the whole of the court with them. The horses too went to sleep in the stable, the dog in the yard, the pigeons upon the roof, the flies on the wall, even the fire was flaming on the hearth became quiet and slept. The roast meat left off frizzling, and the cook, who was just going to pull the hair of scullery boy because he had forgotten something, let him go and went to sleep. And the wind fell, and on the trees before the castle not a leaf moved again. But round about the castle there began to grow a hedge of thorns, which every year became higher, and at last grew closer round the castle and all over it, so that there was nothing of it to be seen. not even the flag upon the roof, but the story of the beautiful sleeping briar rose. For so the prince was named, went about the country, so that from time to time king's sons came and tried to get through the thorny hedge into the castle, but they found it impossible, for the thorns held fast together as if they had hands, and the youths were caught in them, could not get loose again, and died a
My name is
miserable
Kan.
death.
I come from Group 4. Now I will keep telling the story. After long years, a king's son came again to that country and heard an old man talking about the thorn hedge, and that a castle was set to stand behind it, in which a wonderfully beautiful princess named Briar Rose had been asleep for 100 years, and that the king and queen and the whole court were asleep likewise. When the king's son came near to the thorn hedge, it was nothing but large and beautiful flowers, which parted from each other of their own accord, and let him pass unhurt. Then they closed again behind him like a hedge. In the castle yard, he saw the horses and the spotted house lying asleep. On the roof sat the pigeons with their heads under their wings. And when he entered the house, the flies were asleep upon the walls. The cook in the kitchen was still holding out his hand to seize the boy, and the maid was sitting by the black hen which she was going to pluck.
I am Chung. I am a member of Group 4. I will tell you the end of the story. He went on farther, and in the prayer hall he saw the whole of the court lying asleep, and up by the tower lying the king and queen. Then he went on still farther, came to the tower, and opened the door into the little room where Riot Row was sleeping. There she lay, so beautiful that he could not turn his eyes away, and he stooped down and gave her a kiss. But as soon as he kissed her, Riot Row opened her eyes and looked at him quite so sweetly. Then everything became normal. The king and queen all talked and looked at each other and raised astonishment. Then the marriage of the king's son with Bride of Row was celebrated with on splendor, and they lived on contented to the end of the days.